Okay, there are 3 levels of the third eye initiation. The first one is level 1, which is the ability to culture your aura, to clean your aura, to sanitize your karma, to bring balance into the physical, to the etheric or the first layer of vitality, to the emotional aura, and to the mental aura, and to the spiritual auras. So these are but first level, but very advanced. You will not find any school today who can bring you into these 3 or 4 levels of awakening. Most people are talking about chi, ki, prana, aura. This is only 1 layer. You have at least 3 layers of your aura in your personality, and they need to be sanitized. 80% of the auras of most people are gray and brown and dark and toxic by the congestion brought by the environmental aura of the place, people, our ancestors, the earth, humanity. Sometimes hell and purgatory surge above the ground on weekends or other times that there's a lot of vices. So we get contaminated from that energy toxic from the earth itself. So we need to sanitize a lot of these energy fields that are darker and lower vibration. So that is the job of level 1, to culture your different auras, your mental aura from your mind, your astral emotional energy, your etheric and prana or chi energy, and your physical cellular system, your organs, your glands, all the internal system of your body needs to be sanitized so that when you awaken the kundalini or the sacred fire, like the caduceus of the doctor, this sacred fire tends to fertilize both the good side of you and the bad side of you. So, and sometimes the bad side of you tends to awaken first due to the fact that the kundalini is like a fertilizer. You amplify many things that were hidden in you that are not so positive, and so they become karmic acceleration, or they call it spiritual awakening, acceleration, karma purging. So in order to avoid a lot of that sufferings and toxic purging and going to catharsis when you become so toxic coming out from the past lives to present life, you need to sanitize them with the help of a healer, a mentor like me, and advanced healers who are seers who can see your aura and your past energy coming in. We need to clean up that energy every day for 7 days and thereafter. In terms of your follow-up sessions, in 6 sessions you should be able to do a lot of our group sessions, facilitation, mentoring, and it can last for 3 months to 6 months, depending how fast you can achieve that. So this program is not just the 7 days curriculum where the first level you need to learn the Be Well Science level, the Healing Sciences first level, where you learn the different auras, the chakras, how to use colors to heal your different auras, and also how to use spiritual techniques to sanitize your karma, your past, how to heal your past, how to transform the present, and how to empower your future. So it will all flow. Then you need also special exercises that will sanitize all your chakras, all your auras, and in between, the filters. Between your auras are filters that are dirty with toxins and sometimes negative entities. And so you need to sanitize that. So that when you awaken the kundalini or the sacred fire, it does not amplify those negative toxic energy and parasitic entities that will make you have catharsis and healing crisis or even karmic crisis. So you don't want to have that. And that's why most schools of yoga, kundalini awakening, they sometimes prohibit you to awaken the kundalini early or prematurely in the sense because it will amplify a lot of karma, and some gurus, a lot of them do not know how to heal. I know because I used to teach in India in ashrams. I used to heal gurus, I used to heal monks and yogis and swamis, and I know that they have a lot of this karmic acceleration because they awaken the kundalini, and then the kundalini awakens the latent forces of negative and positive side. So that is why we need to monitor you for a few months. Make sure that we are healed every day for 7 days, and make sure that we are excavating from your past a lot of dirty energy that brings toxins and karmic acceleration to your present, and even overtaking the present to go to the future. So we need to sanitize even the future, which karma has probably overtaking the present to the future if you did not manage them. So that's healing the past, transforming the present, and healing the future as well, and empowerment of the future. So these are all but guided rituals with you every day. Aside from that, you will have willpower development through martial arts. Without much willpower, it's hard to carry over the will to succeed, the will to get enlightened, the will to be. You need the willpower to sustain the awakening so that it will not make you feel bad, low, and quit. So you need the willpower development. Martial arts will also give you that will to focus and the groundedness so that you do not get spaced out. Because as you meditate, say, towards the soul, it makes you space out, spacey. So to avoid that spaciness so that you can go back to work and become normal, because when you get spaced out, you don't want to go to work. Those meditations can make you poorer if you don't know how to ground. So grounding techniques is taught, shielding techniques is taught, also esoteric psychology 101, which is introduction to the 7 laws of nature and so on. So these are all things that you will take. So that's why you said, how expensive is this workshop? No, it's not a workshop. It is a stimulation, awakening, purification, energizing, healing, and willpower development, and esoteric training, and alignment, all in one. With the help of our trainers, with the help of our facilitators and mentors, and you will see that you are handheld and handholded, like we handhold you in terms of making sure that you do not fail. Because you are playing with fire. When you go for this training, you are really playing with fire. The Kundalini fire, the sexual fire, the spiritual fire, and all the layers of aura in your 18 sub-layers of auric field in your personality will all awaken. And this is dangerous if you don't have a mentor or a facilitator to monitor you. Aside from that, you will be given esoteric training to understand the transition between the Piscean, the old system, and the new system. You'll also be given training for mastering your third eye, level 1, which is already 2 days intensive. Before, I used to teach that 2 days and no other thing. The problem is a lot of people who took my 2 days intensive did not have any healing, they didn't have any monitoring, so they accelerated their healing process, which caused them crisis. So I added the different subject matters so that the person will not just awaken, because awakening includes awakening and purging of your old stuff, including negative stuff. So the healing should be accompany your process of initiation, your group work with your group study and group discussion with other people so that you do not feel like you are weird and having those expansion of consciousness, which feels weird and absurd in terms of normal people. But to us, it's normal. But it's good to body with people who will be comparing their notes, comparing the experiences with you. So it's going to be a good, fun place to be with a more advanced souls to talk to you, instead of the normal mediocre people who just talk about fake news, YouTube, social media, about politics, about money, about food. You are going to talk about something more lofty, more advanced, and more esoteric, which is not known by most people. So you belong to the more esoteric circles, and that is good for you because you feel different, you feel aligned, and you will not get bored because you will have new people to talk about more advanced topics and subject matter. All right, so we will make sure that you will be accompanied in the process. We will mentor you, facilitate you. And these many subjects constitute the third eye initiation retreat online. And also, we will make sure that you will have a few months of being handheld and facilitated to make sure that you will not fail in the process. And you will make sure that you're safe and you feel better and more powerful. Okay, so that's why going to the Himalayas was my job. Going to meet my mentors in the caves of the Himalayas and sometimes not eating, there's nothing to eat there, and sometimes so cold and I have to be able to stand the pressure without food. And I went to extent to climb the mountains of the Himalayas to look for immortals, and I found one of them, which became my mentor. So you can see that there's an Ardustack, is a very intense immersion program that I had done to find my mentors and study with them. And I sacrificed my life in terms of my profession, my businesses, my family. I left all of them just to be searching for these kinds of teachings. So you don't have to do that anymore. I did my homework. I'm bringing the world of ideas from more advanced teachings. I'm bringing spiritual technology to you without having to leave your house, without leaving your work, without leaving your family. I've done my job. I used to spend $100,000 in my tickets flying to different countries, researching, looking at the new truth that I want to bring in to teach to humanity, to more advanced people like you. So I've done my homework. You don't have to do that anymore. So that is the price I have to pay to be able to go to my master level. In your case, you just pay a tuition fee, stay, and you don't have to buckle up even in the plane. And you don't have to walk. I used to walk a lot looking for these teachings. And finally, I bring the world of ideas and world of knowledge to you in terms of spiritual technology. All right, so that's level 1.